The Agenda with Michael Knight on News Radio 560 KPQ and KPQ.com.
It's 1:42. I let this day get away from me, but we have a special guest in the studio. Cory Meyer, the AppleSox Catcher, had a great day yesterday and last night. He hit not one, but 2 grand slams. That means the bases are loaded, and he cleaned them out. 8 RBI. Just really an extraordinary evening. I heard about that, and I said, well, that can't be right. But, Cory, congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Let's learn a little something about you. You're from Boise, right?
No, I'm from Pocatello, Idaho, originally. In the last 3 years, I've spent in Washington going to college. 1 at Spokane Falls and 2 years at Washington State. And I just recently got my release at Washington State, and we'll be going to Boise State here in the next year.
You've been a catcher all this time?
Up until high school, my parents supported me a lot, and we got this new facility in Pocatello right around entering high school, and the decision was that I'd want to be a catcher, and so the facility allowed me to get training and stuff, and, I chose to go that route, and it just worked out for me. So
you learned how to handle pitchers, I guess, in a hurry.
No, that honestly is a good story because I worked with Coach Van Tol. He is the Boise State head coach before, and most of my college success is due to him. And I learned a lot of stuff at the Idaho Cub camps that he ran in Idaho, and so taught us a lot to work with pitchers and stuff. So a lot of my success with my pitchers and all that is due to him. So.
Also in the studio with us is the play-by-play man for the team, Joel Norman. Nice to have you here.
Great to be on. A great night for Cory. Great moment for the AppleSox, and it was one of those moments where everyone in the park was going, "No way!"
Well, you ran to the history books to find out if this had ever been done.
We're looking into it so far, and we're looking in West Coast League history, but it's the second time in AppleSox history, first time in West Coast League in a West Coast League game where the AppleSox are playing. So. Big moment for Cory. He's in the record books, and I looked it up too. 14 players in Major League history have ever hit 2 grand slams in one game. So Cory just joined some exclusive company.
Indeed. Well, let's talk about the first one. You come, the bases are loaded, and you walk up. That's happened before. That's nothing to be too concerned about.
Definitely. I've had 1 grand slam before in my life, but stepping up to the plate.
What was the count when you hit it?
I'm honestly not.
The first
sure.
one was the first pitch.
First pitch.
Yeah, first pitch fastball up and down the middle, Usually I kind of lay off that. I'm more of a low ball hitter, but earlier that day I was taking BP and really struggling, and, I just got up there with confidence to look for something up and try to drive an RBI in and get something in the air out.
So you were in a bit of a slump in your own mind?
In my own mind, yeah. Not a lot of at-bats this year, and especially taking BP that day, I was like, I try to talk myself up. Some days when you feel your worst, you play your best. So I was excited to get in there and just play ball.
So you just hit it because you saw
it? Pretty much. You got to react. You can't really think when you hit. So
where did you go? Left field?
Left field, yeah, over left field wall. So just a hard hit fastball.
Everybody celebrates 4 runs. It's great fun. The team's having a great time. It changes the whole mood of the stadium and the whole mood on the bench.
I looked up at the scoreboard. I was like, man, no way. Not again. So
now, what inning was that?
That was in the 3rd inning, I'm pretty sure.
So when was the second one?
Second one was in the 8th inning.
Ooh.
Same kind of situation went up. Prater.
Wasn't it the same 3 guys on base?
Same 3, yeah. And the same time, he's mentioned Jacob Prater, who both times was hit by a pitch to load the bases, and then he went up and cranked 2.
Okay, set that again. Wait, the same 3 guys were on base each time, and one of them was hit each time to get on base.
Each time to be the final runner to load the bases. Deja vu.
So the other team knew what was going to happen before it happened. They said, look what we're doing.
It kind of crossed my mind a little bit. I was like, wouldn't that be weird if I hit another one? But I was just like, okay, same situation, look for something up. And they ended up getting ahead of me, and so I had 2 strikes on me, so I kind of went into battle mode looking for something up. And
battle mode is good.
Yeah, they left the slider up, and I just put a good swing on it. And so
left field again?
Left field again, yeah.
You usually pull the ball?
I think that's my strength as a hitter, but I feel like I can hit to all fields. So
that's good.
All sides of the fields. Yeah.
Those were your first home runs of the year.
Yeah, here during the summer. Yeah.
It's great to get 8 RBI in the game, huh?
He had 4 going into the game.
Yeah, that was huge. I definitely haven't had a game like that in a while or in my entire life, so that was really awesome.
Well, if I were a scout, I would say, tell me the truth. Have you got power or not? Is this an anomaly? Is this ever going to happen again? Can you hit homers? What can we count on you to be a long ball hitter? What would you say?
Definitely I like to believe in my abilities and as a ball player or whatnot, but it was definitely awesome to have that happen last night. But for sure that's not going to be the last time that I do well in a game. So
Certainly not.
yeah, I'm looking forward to
You
continuing
playing
playing.
tonight?
I'm honestly not sure. We'll see what happens. I would love to be in the lineup, but that's up to the coaches to decide.
This is a new team with a lot of people coming in. Probably are there some still on their way from Omaha that are joining the team?
Couple more, if that, but mostly the entire team is just about set.
So you guys don't even really know each other. I mean, you're getting to know each other.
Yeah,
It's about a
definitely.
month.
Yeah, there's a lot of new faces, and you try to just understand and get to know everybody that you can. There's still some faces that I try to put names to and mess up here and there, but
Well, you can call each other by position. That always works.
yeah, you call them by number, position, or whatnot. But
You, my dear shortstop friend,
yeah,
get out of my way.
hey, you.
Well, what was the spirit like on the bench? I mean, I don't know the personality of your team yet because I go to bed so early. When I'm probably asleep for an hour by the time you guys start, say play ball.
You know, each team goes through their own thing. There's times where it can be quiet, but definitely the group of guys that I'm around, they're really great. And so the atmosphere and everything's just been a lot of fun the last few games.
Who follows you every step of the way? Your mother, your father, both of them?
Both of them, definitely. But my mom's been my stone in my life, so I appreciate her.
What did she say?
Uh,
It took you forever to hit 2 grand slams.
No, they just said they were really proud of me. You know, I've been through a lot in the last 2 years and struggled with baseball and my back issues and everything. And
Did you have an injury?
yeah, I had back surgery about I'd say 6 months ago.
Wow.
So
Well, you returned quickly.
yeah, I was back in the 3rd month swinging a bat. I had a really good surgeon back in Pocatello, Idaho. So
Sounds like it.
he had a lot of confidence in his abilities to get me back on the field, and my previous comments from my training staff was that, if you have surgery, you might not be able to play baseball again. So, I kind of just took that as, I'm just going to keep working and continue to play the game I love, and whatever happens, happens.
Sort of takes the fun out of it, doesn't it, when you hear news like that?
Definitely, but it kind of fired me up a little bit to work even harder when I get back. I couldn't wait to have surgery.
What can I do? Physical
Yeah.
therapy, that's what you can do.
Yeah, it was the day of my surgery. They said, hey, you got to get up and keep walking around or you're going to lose muscle mass, and that's going to be huge for you. And it wasn't the day after surgery. I was on the
That gets every
treadmill.
athlete right out of bed.
Yeah,
Muscle mass. We can't lose muscle mass. That's who I am.
Yeah, the day right after surgery, I was on the treadmill downstairs walking. I walked about 2 miles for 45 minutes, and my mom comes downstairs going, what are you doing? And I was just dragging my foot along, just trying my hardest. And, the next day I didn't get out of bed because I was super sore. But
Yeah.
I learned my lesson. But definitely.
We're talking with Cory Meyer and also Joel Norman. He's the play-by-play man for the AppleSox. Cory Meyer's their catcher who hit 2 grand slams last night. We'll be back after these words.
You're listening to The Agenda on News Radio 560 KPQ and KPQ.com.
It's 1:53. My very special guest, Cory Meyer, the AppleSox catcher who hit 2 grand slams last night, and the radio play-by-play man for the team, Joel Norman. You guys, tell me about your feeling about the team. I know you're just getting to know one another, but this is a step that's important. You have to do well, and if you do well, you go to the next level. And what would that be? Back to school for one thing, but on the baseball side, in the off season, off school season, I should say.
The guys that I've played with this year and throughout the summer, it's been a good group of guys. You get to learn each of their personalities and everything, and see what they're all about. And I have a really good feeling about the guys that are here. And so, yeah, I don't know what else.
I think it's funny. You talk about how they're still getting to know each other, but the thing is, it's only 20 games so far. But when these guys are here every single day, and a lot of these games have been road games, I think it doesn't feel like it's been only that few games. I think the team is, with the road games, I don't know if Cory can attest to that, but it seems like they're bonding pretty quickly because of it. It's crazy just because baseball is every day. I think that helps a lot. With that
Helps
process.
a lot. How do you guys travel? Well, you like the buses?
Bus
Is it as
rides-
nice as Willie Nelson's? That's what I want to know.
No, the bus rides are long, but that's a part of summer ball, and if you want to continue playing baseball, it's definitely one thing you got to get used to. But being on the bus rides that long and staying in hotels and rooming with new people each time, you definitely get to know each other a lot quicker, and there's been some good friendships that I've already created here, and it's exciting.
When did you first start playing ball? Little League?
Oh yeah, I watched my brothers when I was just a little kid, and
Oh, you had older brothers?
Yeah.
You were doomed. You were doomed to pursue sports.
Yeah, I had 3 older brothers. One was really into travel baseball, and I'd always be around it. And my parents would always tell the story how the catcher would come in, take his gear off so he could run out to go hit. And I'd always run in my brother's dugout and try to put on the catcher gear. So it's kind of just destined for me to continue being a catcher and all that. And, it's been fun.
Some of these games don't have accurate scouting reports. Do they try and run on you? And if they do, what's your technique?
What's my technique? Just try to get
the
down
ball
to
to second base?
Yeah, try to get to second
Good
base.
idea. Damn good idea.
A lot of the stuff I really have to do is just remind the pitchers, mix up your moves and try to control the running game as much as you can. And if I get some feelings back there that the runner might take off in a certain count, or I just try to read the batter and read the situations and everything. I might call my own pickoffs or whatnot, and I just hope that the pitcher has a good feeling about it too and understands the situation as well.
Well, if I were the manager, I'd start you tonight because you seem to be in a bit of a roll. Let's see how far that goes. Who are you facing tonight? Or for the next
Bend
game?
again. The Bend Elks, the third game. It's the rubber match tonight.
I used to get in trouble at a radio station in Seattle. We always gave the scores, and the last one was always Bend over Eugene, and the score was always never mind. Anyway, the managers got really tired of that one. I still like it.
Not FCC safe. That's funny, though.
Nice to meet you, Cory. Have a great season. I'm really proud of your achievement. You did a unique and amazing thing last night. You should be very proud.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much for
having me.
Have
a great one. Nice to meet you, Joel.
Nice to meet you as well. Thanks for
having us.
having
Look forward to your report in the morning.